is a Department 56. It's called the Swinging Ghoulies Village. The part number is 56.53133, and the ghoulies have stopped swinging. It still lights up, as you can see on the bottom. We have it plugged in still. But this is what the inside looks like when you open it up, and we had to basically cut it open where the glue is. You can't unscrew the top. And now we are taking the plastic off one of the wires because we think that soldering this wire on will allow the swing to move around as the motor has stopped working. So we're just taking the plastic off this red wire, and this is the correct hookup for the other wires because everything else is working on it. And as you can see, the other parts over here. And inside here, this is what it looks like. If you take the top of the motor off, that's what the motor looks like. And that white wire is correctly fastened. I just wanted you to get a look at that. And then this over here is the top part of the motor, and that sits in here, and this brass piece sits right on top of here, and it is what makes this turn around. So I'm going to pause it here while we see if our solderer is hot enough. And that is
a soldering iron.
Soldering iron, and it's plugged in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your soldering coil, and that is a little bit of solder that we're putting on the wire itself. And you'll get a little bit of smoking. That's normal. That's telling you it's hot. And he's just seeing which wire will make the lights go on. And you can see that's the right connection for the lights to go on. But we just want to make sure the motor's also going to go on. So he's soldering this now. Probably best not to solder it while it's plugged in. But
it's safe. It's not going to shock you.
We're just doing it so you can see what the proper connections are for all the lights and what the motor looks like. So now we're putting the plastic piece back on top of the motor. And how you do that is you're going to set it right in there like that. Okay, and that might need to be pushed in a little bit more. I did break the plastic piece when I put it in. It's tricky to get that top off. But I really wanted to get a good look at the motor to see if the wires were connected inside there correctly. So we've snapped this top piece of the motor back in place, and you should hear a little snapping sound. Now when I took it off, I broke this piece of plastic here, but that shouldn't matter too much as far as the motor moving.
As long as all these pins are in the right place.
Right, yep. Make sure you line up all the pins and it'll snap down. So now we just placed the top part back on. And we don't glue it, we haven't glued it back on. We're not going to glue it back on because in case we need to fix this again, it'll come off easily. And did you use a saw to get that off, Hendrik, initially, or how did you?
I think I used some kind of a saw and blades to pry it off.
Okay.
Now how do you?